Gemini, 3 signals. One of them is your green light. There is something stirring inside you right now that you have not been able to name. And today we are going to give it a voice. If you are a Gemini, this message carries 3 signals that the universe has been sending your way. And one of them is the green light you have been waiting for. You have felt it. That quiet restlessness that keeps you awake at night. That sense that something is about to shift, but you cannot quite see what it is yet. Maybe you have been standing at a crossroads for weeks now, wondering if the timing is right, wondering if you are ready, wondering if the signs are real or if you are just imagining them. You are not imagining them. That feeling in your chest, that pull towards something you cannot fully explain. It is real, and it is exactly what brought you here today. The universe does not waste energy. It does not send signals to people who are not ready to receive them. And the fact that you clicked on this video tells me something important about where you are right now. You are on the edge of something. You can feel it. By the time we reach the end, you will know exactly which signal is yours and what to do with it. But stay with me through every tip because each one builds on the last. And the one that changes everything might not be the one you expect. Tip 1. The universe has been rearranging things behind the scenes, and you are about to see the results. Gemini, there is something you need to understand about this particular season of your life. The stillness you have been experiencing is not stagnation. It is preparation. I know that might be hard to believe, especially when you look around and it seems like nothing is moving. Your plans feel stuck. Your energy feels scattered. Some days you wake up with fire in your belly, ready to take on the world, and by the afternoon, that fire has dimmed to barely a flicker. You start to wonder if something is wrong with you. You start to question whether you have lost your edge, whether the best days are behind you, whether the world has simply moved on without you. But here is what I need you to hear clearly. The universe does not abandon its most adaptable sign. It never has, and it never will. What is happening right now is a deep reorganization. Think of it like this. Imagine someone rearranging every piece of furniture in your home while you are sleeping. When you wake up, nothing looks familiar. You bump into things. You reach for objects that are no longer where they used to be. It feels disorienting, even frustrating. But once your eyes adjust, you realize something remarkable. The new arrangement is better. The flow is smoother. There is more space to breathe, more room to move, more light coming through the windows. That is exactly what is happening in your life right now. The universe has been quietly moving things around, repositioning opportunities, shifting relationships, redirecting paths, all while you were busy worrying that nothing was happening. The truth is, everything has been happening. You just could not see it yet because the work was being done beneath the surface. This is the first signal, the sense that something invisible is at work. You have felt it in those quiet moments when your mind finally goes still. A knowing, a deep, wordless certainty that something is coming together even though you cannot point to any evidence of it. That knowing is not wishful thinking. It is your intuition picking up on the energetic shifts that your logical mind has not caught up with yet. Gemini, you are one of the most mentally active signs in the entire zodiac. Your mind is always running, always processing, always analyzing, and that is a tremendous gift. But it can also be a trap when you try to understand spiritual processes with purely rational thinking. Some things cannot be figured out. They can only be felt. And this is one of those times when you need to trust what you feel more than what you see. The rearrangement is almost complete. The pieces are nearly in place. And when everything clicks into position, it is going to happen faster than you ever imagined. Not because you got lucky, but because all the groundwork was already laid during this quiet period you mistook for nothing. So the next time you feel that restlessness, that nagging sense that something is about to break open, do not push it away. Do not dismiss it as anxiety or impatience. Recognize it for what it truly is. It is the tremor before the breakthrough. And breakthroughs, dear Gemini, do not announce themselves politely. They arrive like thunder after a long, still silence. Tip 2. You are being asked to release a version of yourself that no longer fits. This one is going to hit close to home, and I want you to sit with it for a moment before you react. There is a version of you that you have been carrying around for far too long. It is a version that served you well at one point. It got you through difficult seasons. It helped you survive situations that would have broken someone else. But that version has reached the end of its usefulness, and now it is becoming a weight instead of a shield. You know exactly what I am talking about. It might be the version of you that says yes to everything because you are afraid of disappointing people. It might be the version that keeps your true thoughts hidden because you learned a long time ago that speaking your mind leads to conflict. It might be the version that stays busy every single minute of the day because sitting still forces you to confront feelings you have been avoiding. Whatever it is, you have been clinging to it out of habit, out of fear, out of some deep belief that without this version you will not know who you are. But here is the truth that the universe is trying to show you. You already know who you are without it. You have always known. You have just been afraid to let that person come forward because that person is vulnerable, that person is honest, that person does not hide behind charm or wit or constant motion. That person is raw and real and deeply powerful in a way that has nothing to do with performance. Gemini, you are known for your duality. Two sides, two faces, two ways of being. And the world has often misunderstood that about you, calling you inconsistent or unreliable when really you are just complex. But right now, the universe is not asking you to reconcile your two sides. It is asking you to let go of the side that no longer serves your growth. This is not about becoming someone new. It is about becoming more of who you already are at your core. The masks you have worn, the roles you have played, the personas you have perfected. They were necessary once. They are not necessary now. And holding on to them is costing you more than you realize. It is costing you energy. It is costing you peace. It is costing you the relationships and opportunities that are waiting for the real you to show up. I want you to think about this carefully. How much of your daily life is spent performing a version of yourself that does not actually feel like you? How many conversations do you have where you are saying what you think people want to hear instead of what you truly feel? How many decisions do you make based on who you used to be instead of who you are becoming? The release does not have to happen all at once. It can be gradual. It can start with one honest conversation, one boundary you finally set, one moment where you choose authenticity over approval. But it has to start, because the green light the universe is offering you, it is not for the old version. It is for the one underneath, the one you have been protecting all along. And that version of you is ready, more ready than you think. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Tip 3. A conversation you have been avoiding is the doorway to your next chapter. Gemini, I know this might make you uncomfortable, but there is a conversation sitting in the back of your mind that you have been putting off. You have rehearsed it 100 times. You have imagined every possible outcome. You have convinced yourself that the timing is not right, that you need more information, that things will sort themselves out if you just wait a little longer. But they will not sort themselves out. They never do. Not when the universe is specifically pointing you toward a moment of truth. This conversation might be with someone you love. It might be with someone you work with. It might even be a conversation you need to have with yourself, one where you finally admit what you really want instead of what you think you should want. Whatever it is, it has been weighing on you. You can feel it sitting in your throat, pressing against your ribs, taking up space in your thoughts, even when you try to focus on other things. And the reason it will not go away is because it is not supposed to go away. It is supposed to be spoken. You see, Gemini is ruled by communication. Words are your gift. Language is your superpower. You can talk circles around almost anyone, adapt your message to any audience, find exactly the right thing to say in almost any situation. But there is a difference between being good with words and being honest with them. And right now, the universe is not asking for cleverness. It is asking for courage. The conversation you are avoiding is not going to destroy anything that is meant to stay in your life. Read that again. If a relationship, a situation, or an arrangement cannot survive your honesty, then it was built on a foundation that was never going to hold anyway. And you deserve better than that. You deserve connections that can hold the weight of your truth. You deserve to be in rooms where you do not have to edit yourself to be accepted. You deserve the freedom that comes from saying what you mean and meaning what you say. I know the fear is real. You are afraid of the reaction. You are afraid of the silence that might follow. You are afraid that once the words are out, you cannot take them back. And you are right about that last part. You cannot take them back. But why would you want to? The words you have been holding back are not weapons. They are keys. And the door they unlock leads somewhere you have been trying to get to for a very long time. And here is what I have seen happen time and time again. When a Gemini finally speaks their truth, the sky does not fall. The ground does not crack open beneath their feet. Instead, something quiet and remarkable happens. The air clears, the weight lifts, and the person standing on the other side of that conversation either rises to meet you at your new level of honesty, or they reveal that they were never capable of meeting you there in the first place. Either way, you win. Either way, you are free. Because the cage was never the other person. The cage was the silence. And once you break it, you will wonder why you ever believed it was protecting you when all along it was holding you hostage. Have the conversation. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when conditions are perfect. Have it when your heart is full enough to speak with kindness, and your resolve is strong enough to speak with clarity. The universe will meet you in that moment. It always does when you choose truth over comfort. Tip 4. Your energy is being drained by something you have normalized. There is something in your daily life that is quietly stealing your vitality, and you have stopped noticing it because it has been there so long that it feels normal. But it is not normal, Gemini. It is a leak, a slow, steady drain on the energy that you need for your next chapter. It might be a habit, something you do every morning or every evening that seems harmless but leaves you feeling hollow. It might be a commitment you made out of obligation rather than desire, one that takes more from you than it gives. It might be a pattern of thinking, a loop you fall into every time things get quiet, where you replay old mistakes or worry about scenarios that have not happened yet and probably never will. Whatever it is, it has become invisible to you. Like background noise in a room you have been sitting in for years, you have stopped hearing it. But your body hears it, your spirit hears it, and they are both tired. This is why you have days where you feel inexplicably exhausted even though you did not do anything particularly demanding. This is why your motivation comes and goes in unpredictable waves. This is why you sometimes look at other people and wonder how they seem to have so much energy when you can barely get through the afternoon. It is not that they have more energy than you. It is that they have fewer leaks. The universe is asking you right now to conduct an honest audit of your life. Not a dramatic overhaul. Not a complete reinvention. Just a quiet, honest look at where your energy goes every single day. Track it for 1 week. Pay attention to which activities leave you feeling fuller, and which ones leave you feeling emptier. Notice which people light you up and which ones dim your spark. Observe which thoughts give you momentum, and which ones stop you in your tracks. You will be surprised by what you find. Some of the things you thought were sustaining you are actually draining you. And some of the things you have been neglecting, the simple pleasures, the quiet moments, the creative outlets you abandon, those are the very things that would replenish you if you gave them space. Gemini, your energy is one of your most valuable resources. It is what makes you magnetic. It is what fuels your curiosity, your wit, your ability to connect with people on multiple levels. When your energy is full, you are unstoppable. When it is depleted, everything feels harder than it should. Protect your energy the way you would protect anything precious. Set boundaries around it. Guard it intentionally. Say no to the things that drain you, even when saying no feels uncomfortable. Even when the people around you do not understand why you are suddenly drawing lines where there used to be none. They do not need to understand. This is not about them. This is about you and the life you are building and the energy it requires. You would not pour water into a bucket with a hole in the bottom, and then wonder why the bucket is always empty. You would fix the hole first. That is all the universe is asking you to do right now. Find the holes, patch them, and watch how quickly your energy returns to the level it was always meant to be. Because what is coming next is going to require you at your best. And you cannot show up fully if you are running on fumes from leaks you refuse to acknowledge. Tip 5. The doubt you feel is not a warning. It is a sign that you are growing. Let me tell you something about doubt that most people get wrong. They think doubt means stop. They think that feeling of uncertainty in the pit of their stomach is the universe telling them to turn around, to go back to what is safe, to abandon the new path before it leads somewhere dangerous. But that is not what doubt is. Not for you. Not right now. Doubt in this season of your life is growing pains. It is the discomfort that comes from stretching beyond the edges of who you have been. It is the friction that happens when your old identity rubs against the new one that is trying to emerge. And it is supposed to feel uncomfortable. Growth always does. Think about every meaningful change you have ever made in your life. Every big decision, every leap of faith, every moment where you chose the unknown over the familiar. Was there doubt? Of course there was. Did that doubt mean you were making a mistake? Looking back now, you know the answer. The doubt was not the universe telling you no. It was your ego trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. And your ego is very good at its job. It knows exactly which fears to activate, which memories to surface, which worst-case scenarios to paint in vivid detail. It will remind you of every time you failed. It will whisper that you are too old, too inexperienced, too late, too much, not enough. It will dress itself up as wisdom and common sense and caution, when really it is just fear wearing a sensible disguise. But you are a Gemini, and if there is one thing Geminis understand, it is that there are always two sides to every story. The side your ego is telling you is real, but so is the other side. The side where you succeed. The side where the risk pays off. The side where 6 months from now, you look back and cannot believe you almost let fear stop you from becoming who you were meant to be. Right now, the universe is sending you a very specific message through your doubt. It is saying you are close. It is saying the resistance you feel is proportional to the breakthrough that is waiting on the other side. It is saying, do not mistake the turbulence of transformation for a sign that you should land the plane. Keep flying. The clear skies are just ahead. I want you to try something. The next time doubt creeps in, instead of treating it as a stop sign, treat it as a compass. Ask yourself, what am I doubting? And then ask, why does this particular thing trigger so much uncertainty? 9 times out of 10, you will find that your doubt points directly at the thing you want most. Because we do not doubt things we do not care about. We do not feel uncertain about paths we have no desire to walk. The very fact that you are doubting means you are standing at the threshold of something that matters deeply to you. And that, Gemini, is not a reason to retreat. It is a reason to take one more step forward. Just one. You do not have to see the entire path. You do not have to know how every piece fits together. You just have to take the next step and trust that the ground will be there when your foot comes down. It always has been. Even in your darkest, most uncertain moments, the ground held. And it will hold again now. So let the doubt be there. Let it walk beside you if it insists. But do not let it lead. You are the one steering this journey, not your fear. Tip 6. Someone from your past is about to reappear, and you need to be ready. This is one of those tips that is going to land differently for each person listening, but I want you to pay very close attention because the timing on this is significant. There is someone from your past who is about to come back into your awareness. It might be a literal return, a message out of the blue, a name that keeps appearing in unexpected places, a face in a crowd that takes your breath away. Or it might be more subtle than that. It might be a memory that surfaces with unusual clarity, a dream that feels more like a visitation than imagination, a sudden wave of emotion connected to someone you thought you had moved past. Either way, this reappearance is not random. The universe does not deal in coincidence, especially not when it comes to Gemini and the complex web of connections you weave throughout your life. But here is where you need to be careful. This return is not necessarily an invitation to go backward. It might be a test. It might be the universe checking to see if you have truly grown, if you have truly released the patterns that kept you stuck in that chapter. And how you respond will determine whether you move forward into the new energy that is waiting for you, or whether you get pulled back into a cycle you have already outgrown. Before you react, pause. That might be the hardest thing I ask of you today because Geminis are quick. Your mind processes information at a speed that most people cannot match, and your instinct is to respond immediately, to engage, to explore, to follow the thread wherever it leads. But this time I need you to sit with it. Feel what comes up without acting on it. Notice whether the emotion is nostalgia or genuine connection. Notice whether you are drawn to this person because of who they are now or because of who you were when you knew them. There is a profound difference between those two things, and confusing them has led many Geminis back into situations they had already outgrown. If this person returns and it feels like coming home to a place you have always belonged, pay attention to that. If it feels like going back to a place you already left for good reasons, pay attention to that too. Your heart knows the difference even when your mind tries to blur the lines. The green light the universe is offering does not include going backward. It is always pointing forward. So if someone from your past reappears, let them. But do not let their presence rearrange the progress you have made. You are not the same person they knew. You are deeper, wiser, more aligned with your truth. And whoever is meant to walk beside you in this next chapter needs to see you as you are now, not as you were then. Let the past visit if it must. Let it sit across from you for a moment. But do not offer it the chair that belongs to your future. Do not give it the power to rewrite the story you have worked so hard to begin. You have earned this forward momentum. You have paid for it with lessons and tears and sleepless nights. And no matter how sweet the past looks in the rearview mirror, the windshield is always bigger for a reason. Your eyes belong on the road ahead. Tip 7. A financial or material shift is closer than you think. Gemini, I want to talk to you about abundance, and I want to do it in a way that goes beyond the surface. Because when most people hear the word abundance, they immediately think about money. And while money is certainly part of it, what the universe is preparing for you right now is something much broader and much more fundamental. There is a shift coming in the material dimension of your life. It might show up as a new income stream, an unexpected opportunity, a door that opens in a direction you were not even looking. It might manifest as a resource becoming available to you, something you need arriving at exactly the right moment, a problem that solves itself in a way you could not have engineered on your own. But here is the part that most people miss. Abundance does not come to people who are vibrating at the frequency of lack. It comes to people who have already made the internal shift from scarcity to sufficiency. And that is the work the universe has been doing with you during this quiet period. It has been rewiring your relationship with abundance from the inside out. Think about how you talk to yourself about money and material security. Do you approach it from a place of fear or from a place of trust? Do you make decisions based on what you might lose or based on what you stand to gain? Do you believe in the deepest part of your being that the universe is generous? Or do you secretly suspect that there is never quite enough to go around? These are not just philosophical questions. They are the energetic blueprints that determine what flows into your life and what gets blocked. And the universe has been working with you, sometimes gently and sometimes not so gently, to dismantle the old blueprints of scarcity that you absorbed from the world around you. You did not choose those blueprints. They were handed to you by family systems, cultural narratives, and past experiences that taught you to grip tightly and prepare for the worst. But they are not yours. They never were. And releasing them is one of the most powerful things you can do right now to accelerate the material shift that is already in motion. I am not telling you to be reckless. Geminis are naturally intelligent about strategy and options, and that intelligence serves you well. What I am telling you is to pair that intelligence with trust. Make your plans, do your research, explore your options, but also leave room for the universe to surprise you. Leave room for things to be easier than you expected. Leave room for abundance to arrive in forms you did not predict and through channels you did not plan. Because it is coming. The shift is real. And your job right now is not to force it, but to be ready to receive it when it arrives. Open your hands. Open your mind. Open the part of you that has been braced for disappointment. What is coming does not require your anxiety. It requires your readiness. And there is one more thing worth saying here. When the shift arrives, do not shrink from it. Do not tell yourself it was luck or timing or some fluke that will be taken away as quickly as it came. That voice, the one that says you do not deserve this, that voice is the last remnant of the scarcity blueprint trying to stay relevant. Thank it for its concern, and then let it go. Because you do deserve what is coming. You have earned it with every hard season you weathered and every moment of growth you chose when it would have been easier to stay the same. Tip 8. The solitude you have been feeling is not loneliness. It is alignment. This is something I really need you to hear, Gemini, because I know it has been weighing on you. There have been moments recently, maybe more than moments, where you have felt deeply, achingly alone. Not necessarily physically alone, although that might be part of it. But alone in the sense that nobody truly understands what you are going through. Alone in the sense that you look at the people around you and feel a gap between your inner world and theirs that seems impossible to bridge. You have tried to explain it. You have tried to find the words to describe the shifts happening inside you, the things you are feeling, the directions you are being pulled. But the words come out wrong, or they come out flat, or they do not come out at all. And so you smile and nod and go along with the surface conversation, while something immense and unnameable churns beneath your calm exterior. I want you to know that this solitude is not punishment. It is not a sign that something is wrong with you, or that you have pushed people away, or that you are destined to walk this path alone. What you are experiencing is the natural side effect of vibrational realignment. When you begin to shift, when your frequency starts to change, there is a temporary period where you no longer resonate with the old connections but have not yet attracted the new ones. It is like being between radio stations. There is static. There is silence. There is that unsettling feeling of being in between. But the in-between does not last forever. It is a corridor, not a destination. And the purpose of this corridor is to give you space. Space to hear your own thoughts without the noise of other people's opinions. Space to feel your own feelings without the pressure of managing everyone else's emotions. Space to get clear about what you truly want so that when the new connections arrive, and they will arrive, you will be meeting them from a place of wholeness rather than neediness. Gemini, you are one of the most social signs in the zodiac. Connection is as essential to you as breathing. And so this period of solitude feels unnatural, like wearing shoes on the wrong feet. But I promise you, it is doing important work. It is teaching you that you can be alone without being lost. It is showing you that your own company is enough. It is proving to you that the validation you have been seeking from others was never something they could give you anyway, because it was always something you had to give yourself. When this season of solitude lifts, and it will lift, you are going to be amazed by the quality of connections that flow into your life. People who see you clearly. People who match your depth. People who do not need you to perform or pretend or shrink yourself to fit into their comfort zone. The solitude was never about losing connection. It was about making space for the connections that actually deserve you. And you deserve that kind of connection more than you have allowed yourself to believe. Not the surface level interactions that leave you performing. Not the exhausting dynamics where you give and give and give and wonder why you feel hollow at the end of the day. But real deep mutual connection where both people show up fully and hold space for each other without conditions. That is what is being prepared for you right now, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the solitude you thought was emptiness. Trust the process even when it feels heavy. What is emerging on the other side is worth every quiet moment you have endured. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. Tip 9. Your body has been sending you messages, and it is time to listen. Gemini, you live so much in your mind that sometimes you forget you have a body at all. Your thoughts move at the speed of light, jumping from idea to idea, conversation to conversation, possibility to possibility. And in all that mental activity, the quiet signals your body sends often get drowned out by the noise upstairs. But your body has been trying to tell you something. Maybe it has been speaking through fatigue that does not improve with rest. Maybe through tension in your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, places where you unconsciously carry the weight of everything you are processing. Maybe through restless sleep, vivid dreams, appetite changes, or a general sense that something in your physical vessel feels off even though you cannot pinpoint exactly what it is. These are not random symptoms. They are messages. Your body is the densest layer of your energy field, and it is often the last place where emotional and spiritual shifts manifest. When the universe is moving energy through you, when transformation is happening at a deep level, your body registers that movement. It feels the friction of old energy being cleared and new energy being integrated. And if you ignore those signals, the body has no choice but to speak louder. I am not telling you this to worry you. I am telling you this because Gemini tends to intellectualize everything, including physical discomfort. You analyze it, categorize it, research it, talk about it, but sometimes you forget to actually feel it, to sit with it, to ask your body what it needs rather than telling it what it should be doing. Right now, your body is asking for attention, not in a dramatic way, not in a way that requires alarm, but in a quiet, persistent way that says, slow down for a moment and check in with me. I have been carrying things for you that you have not acknowledged, and I need you to notice. This might mean changing your relationship with rest. Not just sleep, but actual rest. The kind where your mind stops running and your nervous system gets a chance to reset. It might mean moving your body in ways that feel good rather than productive. Not exercise as punishment or obligation, but movement as joy. Dancing in your living room. Walking without a destination. Stretching in the morning sun. It might mean paying attention to what you put into your body, not from a place of restriction but from a place of respect. Asking yourself, does this nourish me or does this numb me? And being honest about the answer. Your body is your most loyal companion. It has carried you through every experience, every heartbreak, every triumph, every ordinary Tuesday. It deserves your attention. It deserves your gratitude. And right now, it is asking for both. Listen to it, Gemini. It knows things your mind has not figured out yet. And right now, what it knows is this. You are on the verge of something extraordinary, and it needs you to arrive whole. Not broken down from neglect, not frayed at the edges from carrying too much for too long, but whole, rested, present, grounded in the physical experience of being alive. Your mind will take you far, Gemini. It always has. But your body is what carries your mind through the world. Honor it, tend to it, and let it speak without trying to translate everything into logic. Some truths live in the muscles, in the bones, in the breath. Let them live there. Let them teach you what words alone never could. Tip 10. The green light is not permission. It is recognition. We have arrived at the final signal, and this is the one that ties everything together. This is the green light I mentioned at the very beginning, and I want to make sure you understand what it truly means, because it is not what most people think. When I say the universe is giving you a green light, I am not saying it is giving you permission. You do not need permission. You have never needed permission. Not from the stars, not from other people, not from some cosmic authority that decides who gets to move forward and who has to stay put. That is not how this works. The green light is not permission. It is recognition. It is the universe recognizing what you have already become. It is acknowledging the work you have already done, the lessons you have already learned, the growth you have already achieved. It is not saying you may go now. It is saying you are already going, and everything in your energy field confirms that the direction you are heading is right. This is an important distinction because so many people spend their lives waiting for someone or something to tell them it is okay to begin. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect sign from the heavens that now is the time. And they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and the green light they are looking for was shining the entire time. They just could not see it because they were looking outside themselves for something that was always inside. Gemini, every tip we have covered today has been pointing to this truth. The rearrangement happening behind the scenes, that is happening because you are ready for a new arrangement. The old version of yourself that needs to be released, it needs to go because a truer version is already here. The conversation you have been avoiding, it has to happen because you have grown beyond the silence. The energy drains you need to address, you notice them now because your awareness has sharpened. The doubt that feels like a wall is actually evidence of expansion. The return from the past is a test you are equipped to pass. The material shift is responding to your internal shift. The solitude was the universe giving you space to become who you are. And your body has been confirming all of it in its own language. You are not at the beginning of something. You are already in the middle of it. The transformation is not coming. It is here. It has been here. And the green light is simply the universe's way of saying, yes, this is real, and yes, you are on the right path. So stop looking for more confirmation. Stop gathering more information. Stop waiting for conditions to improve before you give yourself the right to step fully into your power. The conditions will never be perfect. The timing will never be ideal. The fear will never completely disappear. But none of that matters because you are ready anyway. You have been ready for longer than you know. And the universe sees it even when you do not. This is your moment. Not because the stars say so, but because everything you have endured, everything you have learned, everything you have survived and grown from has brought you to exactly this point. The green light is on. It has been on. And now, you see it too. Something is different about you today. Can you feel it? As we reach the end of this message, I want you to notice what is happening inside you. Something has shifted. Something has unlocked. It might be subtle, just a softening in your chest, a warmth behind your eyes, a quiet clarity that was not there 20 minutes ago. Or it might be seismic, a wave of emotion, a surge of determination, a feeling like you have just been given the answer to a question you have been asking your whole life. Whatever it is, do not dismiss it. Do not let your Gemini mind analyze it into oblivion. Just feel it. Let it land. Let it settle into your bones. Because that feeling is the truth of who you are, breaking through the layers of doubt and hesitation that have been keeping it hidden. You are not the confused, scattered person the world sometimes tells you that you are. You are someone who sees more possibilities than most people can imagine, and that is not a weakness. That is your greatest strength. The three signals we talked about today are not abstract concepts floating in the cosmos. They are living, breathing realities in your life right now. The rearrangement is happening. The invitation to step into your truth is open. And the green light has been yours all along. You just needed someone to point it out. Now you know. Now you see. And now comes the part that only you can do. Take what you have learned today and let it change the way you move through the world tomorrow. Not someday. Tomorrow. One conversation. One honest moment. One step toward the life that is waiting for you on the other side of everything you have been afraid of. The universe has done its part. It has sent the signals, cleared the path, turned on the light. The rest belongs to you. And I believe with everything in me that you are ready for it. You have two options after this video. Close it and hope things shift. Or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.